Diana from Adirondack Girl at Heart. Today I wanted to share with you some of my recent vintage finds. This past weekend we hit a few garage and estate sales and made one stop at a brand new to me thrift store. So at the sales I bought over 40 items and spent $40. So that's less than $1 for each item. I'm going to try to share them with you quickly so this video doesn't go on forever and ever. I will also give you an idea of what I think the values for the items are as well. So the first thing I want to show you is a collection of composition figures from Nativity scenes. At one of the estate sales, there were multiple sets and they were allowing people to buy individual pieces. So what I look for are sheep and cows and angels, and I picked up 15 of them. Here's the one angel that I found, and I think these are all probably made in Italy, and composition is like plaster. So this is like a plaster piece that's then painted. So they're a little bit fragile. Often you'll find them with chips or crazing. The pieces that I was able to find are in really, really great shape. And I will be selling them individually. So I think I would put $8 to $10 on her. I also picked up a cow only to find out he's missing a horn. So I haven't decided what to do with him. If he wasn't broken, he would also be $8 to $10. And I picked up a number of sheep. These are in a nice, slightly larger size. Oh, this one is marked Germany, so that's super helpful. I checked most of the pieces. Most are unmarked, which is why I was guessing Italy, but that makes it a little bit more valuable. Anywhere I really have to think about it, I guess $5 to $10. I don't tend to sell the sheep, I tend to keep them. So a number of sheep, also a number of chickens, which is kind of unusual to find in a nativity. That would be a full farm scene, right? And I wanted to show you this one. This is a composition figure sheep that has like a velvet surface, which is common in German pieces, but not usually on composition. And often you'll see these figures with this velvet coating with kind of stick legs. So this was an interesting piece to me. The rest are, I got a lot of sheep in these smaller sizes as well. So that was a really great find. I also picked up this cheese crock because I have a small collection going and I have a blog post that I'm getting ready to write. These sell in the $5 to $10 range. This is a little nicer. It has the wire bail and the lid, which is super nice. I picked up some wooden angel wings for projects. I have 7 of them here. I picked up these post-it notes because they say GE, and I've sold a number of items that have the GE logo on them, and I have a few others, so I might put them together in a bundle and sell them on eBay. I picked up a vintage Yahtzee set specifically for the dice. I loved the dice. Oh my gosh, they're stuck. There we go. It's really nice red dice. I have a aqua ball jar that I'm filling up with dice. But after getting it home, I realized I think that I can sell the parts because it comes with some vintage pads and directions. So people who are trying to put a full set together would be looking possibly for those items. So I'm going to check that out. I picked up this bonded leather black book just because people like to collect leather, and it has gold edging on it. It's a Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures. Oh, by Mary Baker Eddy. That's Jehovah's Witness. So I really bought it because I liked the way that it looked. I picked up something like that with the leather, bonded leather binding. I would sell in the $10 range. I have a couple of blog posts on collecting vintage cookbooks. I also have a price guide, and I'm kind of in love with them, fascinated by them. So Larkin is a company that made, I think they made detergent, laundry detergent. Is that true? And other household products. In any event, this will be interesting to do a little bit of research on, and I haven't checked the values on it yet. It was copyrighted in 1915. I'm going to say minimum of $10, probably more. It's not in the greatest shape, but I like to pick them up so that I can write about them and include them in my blog posts. I picked up a couple of tack cloths for projects. You use them to wipe the dust off of furniture that you've just sanded before you want to paint it or polyurethane it. Picked up this metal frame to reframe something else, or possibly just leave that print in there. $10 to $12. Picked up this motto: pleasure is a singing bird, making every heart rejoice. Sweeter song is seldom heard, sweeter yet a mother's voice. These are really common. You see them especially about mothers or other popular sayings of the time. They used to sell for quite a good amount of money, like a $25 range. I will probably price it at $10. And then I picked up this frame in order to frame a flag. Just needs a little bit of cleaning. I like that it's a little bit wider than some frames, so the flag will look really nice in that. I have a blog post about framing flags, and this size I sell in the $15 to $18 range once it has the flag in it. So I picked up a little ironstone-ish creamer. I think this is actually restaurant wear. It's signed Ohio, made in America, just like super cute. Plus I have a miniature picture collection that I have a blog post about that I will link to. So I'll have to decide whether it goes with my miniature pictures or my ironstone. I picked up this jewelry presentation box. It's Marvella. Probably held, well, it held a necklace, maybe pearls. It has this tag in it also. I have written lately in my What's Selling post about how saleable jewelry presentation boxes are. I have some Marvella jewelry, so this will be great to display it in. But I could sell this as is, probably in the $15 to $18 range. I picked up this little milk glass basket because it's cute. Glass and milk glass still are not great sellers, but I have a Fenton blog post and I have a milk glass blog post. This was made by Fenton, has the tag inside. I want to add that to my Fenton blog post, and I'm going to see if this will sell, and I'll let you know. So minimum, it will sell, I believe, for $10. I am going to try for $25. Has a daisy and button pattern on it. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. Oh my gosh, I'm not even halfway through. Okay, so over here we have This is a leather hole punch that I've been looking for. You can make different size holes. I'm going to need to put some WD-40 on that to get that working better. I make Christmas trees with these, with funnels. I got 2 of these cool kind of arts and crafts handles for future projects. I always buy hooks, especially these brass hooks for projects. Picked up a wooden outdoor thermometer because I need one. 2 mallets, a nice antique one. I will put some wood salve on that and bring it back to life. This is just a small little mallet. So this I will price probably in the $15 range. Garden clippers, these I sell for $10 to $12, especially with the red handle. I will clean them up. I have a blog post all about how to handle rust on your vintage and antiques. And I have a blog post on collecting vintage garden. Whisk brooms are good sellers in the $6 to $10 range. These are pretty average. I'm gonna probably put $8 on each of those. This is my best buy of the entire day. It's a wooden box. It's a display from a store for wire nails, and this is the original beautiful lithographed graphic image on the inside. I have not decided whether to sell it together. The holes are stripped in the back where the little hinges were holding it in place, and this divided bottom by itself is very saleable. I would probably keep them together. This is anywhere from $50 to $75, I would say. The lid has a crack on it. I am going to clean this up before I sell it. I got a pile of photographs from all different ages. I will probably scan these and use them for projects and then sell them. They will likely sell in the $1 to $2 range each. So that's it for the garage sales and the estate sales. Oh, the last thing I got was a package of sheet protectors. You guys told me you want to see my supplies and any clothes that I pick up. So at the thrift store, there was basically, it was like a flea market, an indoor flea market. Oh my gosh, I have dust on myself. There were separate booths. So there was basically one booth that had really good priced things. And one of the things I got there are 2 buntings, patriotic buntings. Isn't that fabulous? That was $2. So I got 2 of those. They were $2 each. I picked up several bags of canning jar covers. These are zinc, milk glass lined canning jar covers. And I got this entire bag for $5, plus a couple more I'll show you in a second. They fit on your typical jar. This jar was 50 cents. It's a ball mason jar. Has some nice seeds in it. And it's all ready to sell. This would sell in the $10 to $15 range. So the other covers I got are just slightly different. This would have had a glass lining. There are about 6 of those in here. So this is still all for the $5. And here are some of the glass lining parts that I have to match up with those covers. So I thought that was really, really great deal. I always come across jars without lids. I like to have some on hand. I was down to one, and now I have, I think there are 12. I think I got 12 in there. So also at the flea market was this really cool hinge. It's a really long hinge from like a barn door or a front door, and I thought that I would like to hang it and I don't know, use it somehow to hang things from it. I haven't decided. This was $1. Just on its own, I would probably put $20 to $25 on it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to think of something interesting to do with that. Can you see that? And the last thing that I got at the thrift store were a bunch of vintage patterns. And I just did a project a couple of months ago on how to make really cool bookmarks out of vintage patterns, and I'll link to that below. But aren't these wonderful? Sweet little girls. And a bride. I'm not sure if that's a doll pattern or an actual wedding dress. And look at those. So that's my finds from last weekend. I hope you enjoyed seeing them, and I wish you happy hunting.